Grand Nationals have feature number 1, Don Mars, inside row number 1.
Just cross each other. 15 go up high, 15 go down low.
Don Mars in at 9 out of Shawnee, Kansas. John Farber, DDS, Pete's Place. Mars Tree Service entry. He's alongside the 28D. Gary Donaldson out of Rayville, Missouri. The Rayville Rocket, the station, and DeBella's Pizza entry. Donaldson won last week's feature. Defending champion picked up win number 1. Donnie Brown, Austin Johnson, and Tim Shields have all found victory lane this year. Tim Shields at 42T, and the 29, Dennis Melvin, share row 2. This will be our parade lap. Race fans, let's get on our feet. Hoot and holler. Give a big wave. Wave your favorite car, favorite color, favorite number, favorite driver. The Grand Nationals ready to do battle. 15-lap feature. Don Mars, the 9, the 28D, Gary Donaldson. 42T, Tim Shields, the 29, Dennis Melvin. Austin Johnson, the 98, the 97, Houston Johnson. Chris Littrell, the 22, the 6, Marshall Jewett. Bill Rusinger, the 7-11, the 26, Donnie Brown. Steve Dibben, the 3D, the 15, Nick Drew. And Jim Baker in the 52. At a 4, foot to the floor, engines roar. Here come the Grand Nationals. Diving deep and now low into turn number 1 and 2, the 28D, Gary Donaldson. Tim Shields, the 42T, the 9 of Mars. Dennis Melvin up high in the 29. .28D, Gary Donaldson, side by side for second. Behind him, the 9 of Mars up high, the 42T. Tim Shields down low. Mars in at 9, Shields, the 42T. Dennis Melvin at 29, the 98 of Johnson. 22 of Littrell. 97, Houston Johnson. Marshall Jewett, the 6. Donnie Brown, the 26. Donaldson continues to lead. That 9 of Mars gaining on him. Little contact. 3-wide battle coming out of 4 that time. You can see some sheet metal damage done to Johnson's car. Running right behind the 6. Leaders on the front stretch. Donaldson continues to lead. But Don Mars on the high side, coming out of turn number 2, will take the lead, the 9, Don Mars. Let's see if he can make it stick as they come around for lap number 5. It will be Mars. Donaldson, 42T of Shields. Your leader into 3, the 9 of Mars. Great battle throughout the pack. Coming out of 2, Littrell, the 22. Behind him, the 6 of Jewett. A little bit of sheet metal damage done to Johnson's car in the 97. Still able to continue. Your leader coming out of turn number 4, the 9. 15-lap feature for the Grand Nationals. Tim Shields now gaining on the 28D of Donaldson, right on his bumper. Around for lap number 8. The 9, Don Mars. Donaldson still holding off Tim Shields. Dennis Melvin at 29, the 98, Austin Johnson, the 26 of Brown. .711, Bill Rusinger at a Bonner Springs. As the field coming around him, cannot get much closer than Donaldson at 28D and the 42T Tim Shields, when they come out of turn 4 to the start-finish line, they are definitely door-to-door. Ten of 15 complete. Coming around for number 11. Mars goes to the inside of that 7-11 Arusinger. 42T has gotten around Donaldson. He is definitely fast, that 42T of Tim Shields. Around for lap 12. Mars has Shields there. Donaldson in third. Leaders coming through turn 2. Little backfire on Brown's machine. Leaders out of 4. 13 down, 2 to go. White, oh, red, car upside down.
We're red, gentlemen. Stop it. We're red. Got a car.
Car upside down in turn number 3. I think that's Dennis Melvin, the 29 out of Baser, Kansas. Rick's Auto Clinic, TNT Welding, Baker's Tow Machine. Baker's Recovery and Tow will come over and flip the car over. Safety crew. That is Dennis Melvin, the 29. In turn number 3 at a Baser, Rick's Auto Clinic entry. Looked like he was trying to get off the track. Made a little contact with those tires and rolled it onto the hood. Last week's feature winner at a Rayville, Missouri, the station, and DeBella's Pizza on board with him. Brown in the 26 at a Lancaster, Kansas, A&B Auto Body Car Star. And McCarthy on that 98 out of 4. Foot to the floor once more. Here come the Grand Nationals. They will be coming around for that white flag. Mars trying to keep Shields down, but not going to do it. On the restart, Tim Shields. Mars into the wall in turn 3. So Don Mars had led most of this race. Makes contact with the concrete. 42T. Tim Shields, checkered flag.
Checkered is falling. 42, great race. Come down and get the trophy.
So he will now have a third win. He's won half of the races this year, 3 of 6. Go to Tim Shields out of Kansas City, Missouri, winner of our first feature tonight.
We got the winner of the Grand National class here at Lakeside Speedway tonight, Tim Shields. Tim, man, you were up front and right there on that last restart. Did you see something that Mars was doing, or did his car not work right? Because it looked like you could kind of keep up with him, but you got the pass on him.
Yeah, actually, I was more worried about if I was going to start on the outside or inside. So I'm like, well, if I start on the outside, I'm going to have to worry about Gary.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go down to the bottom, start on the inside. Well, of course, Mars went right down there with me, so it worked out for the best. He kind of drifted up, we didn't. Yeah. That's how it worked out, so.
You know, one of those deals, again, when you hang around the front long enough, you're going to get one of these no matter what.
Well, exactly.
So the thing is to get yourself up in that position. Of course, that yellow flag really helped out.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't for the caution, Don probably would have got it. You know, he's pretty strong tonight. So
I was gonna say he was setting sail up around the top, and it looked like you and Don were kind of battling from the middle on down.
Yep. I seen him push a little bit in the middle of 3 and 4, and I'm like, okay, just don't hit the wall while I'm right here. You know.
I hear you.
Good time out there though. Yeah. So.
But what I think it's 3 wins for you so far this year in the Grand National.
3 for the year. So.
You guys got this thing hooking up, but
yeah, it's a newer car. Never raced it really. A couple times last year. So.
I was gonna say this isn't your old street stock. You're still racing now, right?
No, that one's gone. You can ask Baker about it. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, what is the chassis here, and who's making the power?
Actually, it's Jimmy Winkler did it. It's called Wicked Chassis, and then Jason Parks got a little part in it too. So it's combined of the two. They pretty good piece. You know, pretty good car together. So
I was gonna say it's been fast all year. You've been hanging around there, but like I say, you just got to be in the right spot sometimes.
Yeah, good setup and motors. You know, Tom Grist does the motors for me out of Topeka. Got to thank him. So
good deal. Once again, the winner here for the Grand National class tonight at Lakeside, Tim Shields. Congratulations, Tim.
Thanks, Mike.
USRA B mods coming out. There is that 7J out of Kansas City, Kansas. Jake Richards, JC Speedy Lube, ProTech Roofing Machine. He's alongside that 181 of Luke Neiman out of Nortonville, Kansas. 23rd Street Brewery, Neiman Cattle Entry. '42 Gene Claxton inside row 2. Claxton out of Kansas City, Missouri, Main Street Auto Body Machine. Alongside the 57 Tim Powell, Main Street Auto Entry as well. Yancey Shepard, the 20Y, the 21C, Chad Clancy. Randall Scheffelbein Jr., the 11 Junior. Inside row 4 alongside the 7MX of Monty Cook. Jay Ganale, the 1, the 29, Nate Barnes. Ed Knoll, the 15, the 1M, Brian Murphy. Bronson Combs into 55, the 17T, Shadrin Turner. Robert Isabel, the 75, the 21, Rodney Phillips. Sam Schuler, the 44, the 111A, Abdul Chatou. Matt Pugh, the 38, 222, Colton Stevens. And scheduled at the back was the 9 of Don Mars and the 4 of Chad Walker. Luke Neiman looking for that first win at Lakeside. Out of 4, foot to the floor once more, green flag. They will go into turn number 4, side by side. See if we can make it through 1 and 2 this time. Richards will lead them through, 3 wide battle. Midway in at the back of the pack. Richards, the 7J, down low. 181 up high. It is Luke Neiman. Around for lap number 2. Neiman, Powell, Richards, Yancey, Shepard, the 11 Junior, Schiffelbein, Claxton to 42 as the 21C of Clancy get under him. 3 wide for second. Great battle into 3. Side by side, everybody chasing that 181. Luke Neiman looking for a first career victory. He has a lot of company coming. The 20Y, Yancey Shepard. The 57, Tim Powell. 21C, Chad Clancy. Schiffelbein, the 11 Junior. Around for lap number 4. That orange car down low, Yancey Shepard takes the lead. Richards back to 6th. Your leaders together once again for lap number 5. Yancey Shepard continues to lead. Yancey Shepard looking for that first win in a B-Mod. We have had 14 different feature winners in the USRA B-Mod since we started them. This is the 3rd season for USRA B-Mods here at Lakeside Speedway. Yancey Shepard at 20Y, looking for that first career victory here at Lakeside. Lap traffic, that 111 as he comes up on Abdul Shattu. Leaders in turn 3, 15 lap event. Leader out of 4. Leader again into turn number 1. "12 of 15 complete, that orange modified down the backstretch. Looking for a first win. We've already had 2 first-time winners this season. This will be a first-time win for Yancey Shepard. Oh, and the 57 is off the pace. Powell was running in 3rd. Powell was running in 3rd. And he is into the grass, into the infield. So caution again on lap 13. Engines roar, and here come the USRA B-Mods. Around for the white flag. Yancey Shepard, 1 to go. Great battle throughout the pack. Checkered flag in hand. A first career victory at Lakeside, the 20Y Yancey Shepard. Tanner Racing, American Masonry Contractors, McCarthy Auto Group, Victory Lane. How about a hand, Yancey Shepard?
Bill, can you hear me? You should have his radio on, though.
Run that down there.
In victory lane, getting to take that trophy home tonight, the Tanner Racing American Masonry Contractors entry started inside row 3 and in victory lane. Once again, how about a hand? Yancey Shepard.
USRA B-Mod winner tonight, Yancey Shepard. Yancey, I don't remember where you started. Was back a couple of rows, but boy, just slowly worked your way up to the front.
Yep, started third row and just junior. We changed a few things this week, went back to square one, and boy, it really, really worked out.
Yeah. So, I was going to say, I think for a couple of weeks you've kind of been threatening a little bit. You've had some good runs from deep in the pack, and you could get up to like second or third, but just couldn't pull out that win.
Yeah, we've been just, you know how it is. Sometimes you just don't draw good. Then we start in the back, and sometimes you need cautions in your favor. And tonight it worked out both ways. We had a caution that we really didn't want, but it worked out good. Yeah. It worked out really good.
You know, I got a question I want to ask you. For a guy that owns I don't know whether you call it a speed shop, a motor building machine shop, everything, and we only get to see you sometimes sporadically out here. Is Yancey's ever going to have a house car or anything like that, or you just have fun getting out and messing with it every once in a while?
No, this was a deal. That's why I got so emotional tonight. I don't know if you've seen that out there on the front straightaway, but no, this was kind of a thing we put together for my friend Mike, or Mike Tanner. It's his car because he got hurt, and just everything that's went on the last couple of years, you know. But yeah, I've been with him. But no, we actually got our own car. My son's going to start racing this year, and actually I'm kind of a little behind. I ain't got the motor done, so the motor's in here, and then we'll put the other motor in here, and then get my son's car done, so he'll be racing. So that's kind of our so-called house car or family car or whatever you want to call it. So.
You know, it seemed like for a couple of years I couldn't go to a racetrack that I didn't see a Shepard Yancey's automotive on the side of it, and I don't see too many of those anymore. Have you pulled back a little bit on the sponsorship, or what's kind of going on with that deal?
No, with everything in life that's changed with us, we did kind of pull back from the dirt racing and kind of concentrate a little more on other things that you realize is more important in life. So we kind of stepped back and decided to take really good care of the people we had, because I couldn't keep up. So I tried to take care of the people that had been good to me, and I've been good to them. Not that anybody's been bad to me in any way, but no, just tried to get our ducks back in a row and get life back to where it should be.
I know what you mean. I'm getting older and I'm slowing down a little bit, so I got to set your priorities right, like you say. But anyway, congratulations on the win here tonight for the USRA B-Mods. Yancey, like I say, it is always good to see you out there on the track. Just wish we could see more of it. Maybe we will this year with this deal with Mike.
We will this year, yeah. That's our plans with Junior, you know. Especially like if we win here, we're going to go up there chasing that border war money, you know. So it's always helped to pay more money. So we'll hopefully do that. Yeah,
you've been doing pretty good to 35. Like I say, man, you've been threatening, it seems like, for 3 or 4 weeks, and you finally got one tonight, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Kearney, Missouri. Outside row 2, the 56, Joe Smith Jr. out of KCK. Speedway Mufflers Machine. The 05, Brett Heater out of KCK. Newman Machining and Manufacturing entry. 2-time stock car champion. 23 feature wins. More than anybody in his class at 05. Starts inside row 3. Kevin Anderson in the 417 out of Kansas City, Missouri. Vernon Keever, the 41K, starting inside row 4. Alongside the 6 of Hank Thompson. Scheduled row 5, the 53W, Larry Waters. 37, Justin Seifert. Jake Newman, the 222. Alongside the 34S of Richard Sparks. Anthony Whittam, the 26L, the 28, Paul Carter. Jeff Elder, the 97J. And the 56K, Nick Smith. USRA stock car. Brett Heater, the 05, the 417, Kevin Anderson. Vernon Keever, the 41K, the 6, Hank Thompson. Out of 4, foot to the floor, green flag, and we are off and running. The 7 on the high side, Marshall Jewett. 00 Nick Whalen down low. Jewett will lead them down the backstretch into 3. 00 Nick Whalen in second. Smith into 56. Great battle, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, all together in turn 3. Now in turn 4, chasing your leader, that's 7 of Marshall Jewett. John's Machine Shop, Tide Pods, and Gain Flings just came on board with Marshall Jewett's number 7 at a Gardner, 2010 champion in this class. Feature wins in both this and the Grand Nationals. Heater trying to find a way up through the pack. Side-by-side traffic was in front of him. Now he gets by that 00 of Whalen. Side-by-side, they go in 3. The 7, Marshall Jewett, continues to lead. Smith. Heater has gotten around the 00. The 56K, Nick Smith. Over in turn 1 and 2, brings out the caution. Well, let's see how this plays with the field. The 7, Marshall Jewett. 56, that is Joe Smith, 417. Kevin Anderson started outside row 3 in that 417. Heater in the 05 started inside row 3. He's in 4th. 00 Nick Whalen started on the pole. He has fallen back to 5th. Seifert to 37. 19 Jay Barnes. Every lap has had a commanding lead. Let's see if this caution plays a factor. Well, he leads him into 1. Marshall Jewett, 417. Kevin Anderson, 56 of Smith. That Anderson last week, I think he passed 12 cars to finish in the top 5. Tough competitor. See what he has for the 7. Spin over in turn number 4. Keep it going. 34S. We still race. 34S gets it going. Richard Sparks. Oh, and Seifert makes contact with the concrete. Leaders in 3. Everybody running up high. Marshall Jewett, consistent line, but that 417. Keep your eye on Kevin Anderson. Will not be long before he has his first win here. Seifert back on the gas, and he's challenging the 56 of Smith. Halfway point, 8 of 15 as they come around. Oh, Keever, the 41K. Vernon Keever, that 41K. Little bit of incidental contact with another one of the competitors. And he ends up into the wall and then spinning in front of the field. Out of 4, green flag. Great start out of 4 as they go into 1. Smith is low. The 7, Marshall Jewett on the high side. Here comes that 417. He may fall back to third. Coming around for lap number 9. Marshall Jewett continues to lead. Smith in second.
That's twice now Seaford's hit 417.
Not a dirty driver.
He's going to find out when his ass gets black flag.
Around for lap 10 of 15. Marshall Jewett just has to run a nice clean line, which is exactly what he's been doing. He has tough competition behind him. Anderson to 417. Smith in that purple 56. Seifert to 37. Heater in the 05. Oh, and Barnes into the wall in the 19. Scrapes it but continues. 00 of Whalen right there behind him. Around for lap 12. Marshall continues to lead. Anderson. Seifert had third that time. Top 5 in 3. Top 5 coming into 4. 13. Lap 13 of 15. Marshall Jewett, Anderson, Seifert, Smith, and Heater. White flag, 34S around in 2, but keeps going. White flag.
Hit it again.
Around for lap 15. First win of the season. It is the 7. Marshall Jewett.
Got a car up on the wall in turn 2, guys. Power on the wall in turn 2. He's 7, 417, 37.
Every lap was his. Started outside row 1. Marshall Jewett gets the win tonight. First win of the season. That will be his 13th overall in this class. Them climbing out, having a hand. That is the Marshall Jewett. Getting a big congratulatory kiss there. Hope he knows her. McCarthy Auto Group, Victory Lane. First win of the 2014 season for Marshall Jewett. Good run tonight, led every lap. McCarthy. Number 7, good run tonight for Marshall Jewett. In Victory Lane, how about a hand for Marshall Jewett? USRA A-Mods. Nick Bittinger has 2 wins this season, including last week's feature win. Kelly Shryock has 1, Rodney Sanders, and Tim Carrick. They have found Victory Lane.
Yeah, I heard you say it.
25-lap main will be coming out. 27, Ryan Cook opting to start at the tail. Mark Schaffman is inside row 1 at 34 out of Edwardsville, Kansas. Shane Roach, concrete and construction entry. Tim Berg, hardscape. Amsoil on board with him as well. He's alongside the 99H. That is Trevor Hunt, the 15-year-old out of Kearney. Integra Shocks, Kaiser Manufacturing, AutoZone. Row 2, the 87, Darren Fuquay. Big-time bail bonds entry out of Mayetta. Justin Johnson, the 7J out of Gardner. 4-star Lawns, McCarthy Auto Group machine. Our parade lap, one last time tonight. Let's get on our feet. Hoot a dollar, give a big wave. Wave your favorite car, favorite color, favorite number, favorite driver. The USRA A-Mods, our final feature tonight, being led around by that McCarthy Chevrolet. '34, Mark Schaffman. He has 4 wins in a modified, 1 in a Grand National. Coming in from Edwardsville, starts inside row 1. Hunt still looking for that first win. Out of 4, a foot to the floor. Green flag flies, and into 1 they go. Schaffman down low. The 99H, Trevor Hunt, stays on the high side. Hunt, the 15-year-old, leads this into 3. 87, right there with him, that's Darren Fuquay. 68 at Davis. Oh, spin over in turn number 2. We have 1 of 25 complete. Out of 4 once more, green flag. Trevor Hunt, Fuquay. Oh, Carrick gets out of shape. Little contact with the 01 of Steins that time. It's Steens that time. Around for lap 2. Nice run so far by Trevor Hunt. Nice consistent line. Tough competition behind him. Trevor Hunt, 15 years old, out of Kearney, Missouri. He has the 34, Mark Schaffman, and the 87 of Fuquay behind him. Fuquay, a little bobble that time in 4. Fuquay will fall back to 4th as Davis at the line snuck by him. Fuquay with a better line through 1 and 2 will get back around Davis and challenges again the 34 of Schaffman. Around for lap 5. 99H, Schaffman, Fuquay, 68 at Davis. Trevor Hunt looking for that first win. Yancey Shepard picked up a first win earlier tonight in the USRA B mods. Will that happen again in the A mods? 99, Trevor Hunt. Fuquay has moved up. He's gotten around that 34 of Schaffman. .25 lap main, 7 complete. Your leaders coming at it too. 99H continues to lead this one. Trevor Hunt. Fuquay has moved up to the top side of the track, looking for a little bit of that forward bite. Track is definitely slicked over. Good battle right now between the 1K of Carrick and the 68 of Davis. Those two have been battling each other since the Stone Age. They continue tonight, a nice side-by-side battle. Your leader, oh, hold on to that 17K. Almost looped it around in front of that 99H. Around for lap 11 of 25. Your leaders out of 4. Coming up on Jerry Liston in the 28. Schaffman gets held up a bit by that 17. Still holds on to that 3rd position. Carrick running up on the high side. Trying to gain some momentum and gaining on Schaffman's 34. Caution comes out. There is a tire on the track in turn number 2. Tonight, USRA A-Mods. 99H setting him out of 4 again. Trevor Hunt leads him into 1.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, I gotta stop and talk to the gentleman in the pit check.
99H. Hunt, Fuquay, Schaffman. Good battle between that 7J of Johnson, 68 of Davis, 1K of Carrick. Leaders out of 4, Trevor Hunt holding the field off. "7J" Justin Johnson in 4th, running low. 1K of Carrick taking that high line. Leaders out of 4 for lap 16 of 25. Carrick has that 7J cleared. Carrick in 4th. Johnson and the 68 of Davis. 59, Jared Steens. The 8, Nick Bittinger. The 01, Kirby Steens. Davis working that bottom side of the track, trying to find a way around the 7J of Justin Johnson. He does so down the backstretch into 3. That'll move him up to 5th. Leaders into turn number 1. Steens now gets around that 7J of Johnson. 99H, Trevor Hunt out of Kearney. Running that line time after time with the 87 behind him. Fuquay also running up high. 17K goes in. Lap 20 this time by. Carrick and the 34 of Schaffman battle for position. Carrick gets around to 34. Carrick works his way up to 3rd, got around Schaffman. 21. Caution comes out, debris in turn number 4. We have debris on the track in turn number 4 up high.
Who'd you say the
34 Chapman, 87 Fuquay, 68 of Davis. 59 Jared Steens. Green flag. Trevor Hunt, Fuquay, 34 of Chapman. Steens, the 59 to 68 of Davis. Johnson, the 7J, the 01, the other Steens. Around for 22. .22 of 25, 1K Carrick working his way up through the back. Good battle for 4th. Davis, the 68. Steens, the 59. Carrick up to 7th in that 1K. Sight set now on the 7J. Around for lap 24. 99H, Trevor Hunt, Fuquay, Schaffman at the line. That was close. Steins, the 59. 68 of Davis. Checkered flag this time by. Will it be a first win at Lakeside? It will for the 99H, Trevor Hunt.
99H come down and get the trophy. Also, you need to get on the scales. 87 to scales, 34 to scales, 59 to scales, 68. Gentlemen, great race.
Good job by that 99H. Led every lap. Started outside row 1. First win here at Lakeside Speedway for this 15-year-old. Coming around to Victory Lane. AutoZone. Integra Shocks, Kaiser Manufacturing. Great job tonight. First win for the 15-year-old. Climbing out of the car. How about a hand for Trevor Hunt? Win number 1 at Lakeside. Doing AutoZone proud. Integra Shocks, Kaiser Manufacturing. There he is. Big celebration tonight. McCarthy Auto Group. First win at Lakeside. Congratulations, Trevor Hunt. Nice, clean, consistent line. Lap after lap. Held off a tough field. Fuquay in second. Schaffman. Steen in the 68 of Davis, your top 5. There he is in Victory Lane. Lakeside Speedway Trophy. McCarthy Auto Group, winner's circle. One more time. How about a hand for Trevor Hunt?
Winner for the USRA A-Mods, first win at Lakeside Speedway, Trevor Hunt. Trevor, all I can say is I think it took a lot of skill to run that race because, boy, that was a dry, slick track out there tonight.
The skill and patience, holy smokes. I think that's one of the slickest tracks we've been on this year, and when you get on a track that slick, you've got to be really patient. And when you're in the lead of one of them races, that's really hard because, like on the last lap, the noises in the car start getting a lot louder than what they used to be, and you get nervous. And man, I was speechless when I got out of the car because it's my first win of the year. It's a brand new car, and to be at Lakeside Speedway, it just puts the cherry on top.
Yeah. Well, and I know you knew who was back here because Darren Fuqua on one of the yellow flag laps pulled up beside you, so you knew he was right back there. And let's face it, that guy's probably won as many features here at Lakeside in the last couple of years as anybody. So you got to be feeling a little heat.
I was. He pulled up next to me, and I started getting nervous because I thought I was starting to hear somebody behind me starting to pull up, so I started driving a little harder. And when he pulled up beside me, that made up my mind that I'm going to drive a lot harder. And it paid off. I mean, the car stuck, so I guess I just wasn't pushing it quite as hard as I should have been. But, I mean, towards the end, I got it going, and I got my feet figured out, my driving, and the car was just hooked up tonight. I can't thank GRT enough for what they've done for us.
I was going to say, brand new car, first night out. I guess they give you a setup thing or something to go with the first time out of the box?
You know, they give you sort of a baseline setup, but there's a lot of the drivers, it's more or less driver's preference for what you put in the car, you know, so you vary from that setup a little bit. And when we got the car, we had to change some things, get it to where I like it. But other than that, I mean, you get a car from them and it comes pretty darn close to what you're going to want.
Two things I want to cover. First of all, in the winner's circle there, I noticed big hug from Dad. I didn't see Mom tonight. Is she here?
Mom's up in Ohio at a job interview. It sucks that she wasn't here because typically she'll do the videotape for us. And I don't know if anybody got a video or not. I don't know if you guys did. You guys get a video?
Yeah, I got one.
We'll have to hit you up for that so we can show Mama because I'm sure she'll want to see it.
I was going to say it'll probably be up by 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe 9 at the latest. But yeah, tell her we got one. Check out Cheeseworks, YouTube, whatever. But like I say, kind of an emotional moment there with you and your dad. Big hug in the winner's circle, first win. Like I say, winning at Lakeside, it's a big deal. Let's face it.
Yeah, I mean this track's carried so much prestige over the years, and it's just grown and grown and grown as the competition level's gotten higher, and with just the crazy amount of talent in this field. I mean, it's an honor to get my first win of the year here.
One thing we haven't covered that I wanted to ask, we talked about the car, GRT. Is it G14?
Yep, it's a G14. It's basically a sister car to the car we had beforehand, the black car, but I mean, it's just we've had two cars before this, and they've been candy blue. So I think that's what does it, because they've been bad fast.
What about the motor? That's the one thing we haven't covered. Who's making the power?
Oh, Sponal Engines out of Lincoln, Nebraska. He's been making our engines for us. We'll take him up there. He makes a quality piece. I mean, it shows. I mean, everything he does is spot on. They're all assembled well. Hardly any leaks. I mean, it's an amazing motor.
Wasn't he making your B-Mod motors too? I'm trying to remember. It seems like that kind of rings a bell.
Yes, he did make all of our B-Mod motors, and again, just one heck of an engine. I mean, those things made out so much power. And then we moved into A-Mods, and we were slow getting to him, but finally we went to him. I'm glad we did.
Okay, somebody new on board tonight too. I think AutoZone.
We got AutoZone. We got AutoZone on the car. They're brand new this year. I'm hoping to grow that. I was going to
say, this is one guy you won't regret. Take my word for it.
If we can keep up these good runs like this, I think it'll make it a lot better for them, and hopefully we can keep them around for a while. I'd like to.
You know, these people that sponsor racing, I think are really important, and I have to make a shout out. Last week you guys gave me one of these IXL drinks, and I want to tell you, I was feeling kind of down a little bit. I think it perked me up, helped me stay awake on the drive home. So, folks, I'm plugging the IXL myself, and it's one of Trevor's sponsors too, so try it out. But anyway, Trevor, congratulations on the first win, guy. I feel like I've known you from, seems like this little. I don't know how much you've grown. Let me one more question. Do you have a driver's permit yet?
I do. I got my permit in January, so I'm legally driving on the road now. I have to have a parental guardian, but I'm happy.
I love that. Okay. Anyway, Trevor, congratulations on the win, buddy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.